Hello friends, welcome back. So let's navigate to our GraphQL Explorer and let's get some data. So inside this, let's remove all the thing. And here we need to click on all Shopify product, and then we need to we need to click on nodes, and inside this we will have title, and we also want handle. So which is similar to slug. Okay, and hit play. So once you hit play, you can see we are getting all product like the title and the handle. Okay, so I'll copy this query. So let me copy this query, and I'll go back to the project, and here we will export the query inside index.js. Okay, so here I'll write export const query that is equal to GraphQL. So we can call GraphQL helper, which is provided by Gatsby. Okay, so this is a backtick key, and here we will paste the query. Okay, and here I'll change the name of the query to products query. Let's save this file. Okay, let me close this so we can get a space. Okay, now let's import GraphQL from Gatsby. So import GraphQL from Gatsby. Let me save this. So once this query is executed by Gatsby, since we exported it, Gatsby will recognize this as a query and then give us a data property with all the data that we requested in here. Okay, so here we can give it data. Okay, we can destructure data, and here instead of div I will write pre, and inside we will do a JSON stringify, JSON dot stringify. Okay, it will be inside curly braces. So JSON dot stringify, and we will pass data null and 2 just to do some formatting. Okay, so let me, okay, here it should be a parentheses. Okay, so let me save this. Now let's go back to our main page. Okay, so localhost 8000. Okay, we need to start the server actually. Okay, so npm start. Okay, now let's refresh the file. So here, as you can see, we are getting all the data. So now we can render this data. Okay, so let's go back to our project, and let me close this. And here, let's remove this pre, and inside this parentheses, we will return ul. Okay, so ul, and inside this ul, we will map the data. So curly braces data dot all Shopify products. So let me copy and paste it here. Dot nodes. Okay, this is the nodes. So let's copy and paste it here. Then we will map it. So dot map, and inside we will have an arrow function. So product and an arrow function, and here we will have an li, and here we can get product dot title. Okay, let me save this, and let's check it. What are we getting? So we are getting this title. Okay, me sticker and JAMstack with React. Okay, let's go back, and now we can use link to link the product. Okay, so let me use link here too, and then we need a product dot handle. So this is like a slug. Okay, and let's close this and cut this and paste it inside this, and let's add one more element here. Okay, so that will be Shopify ID. So we will use this as a key. Okay, so here we will add a key that is going to be product dot Shopify ID. Okay, let's save this, and now let's go back to the main page. If we are getting some error. Okay, link is not defined, so here we need to import link from Gatsby. Let's save this. Let me close this, go back, refresh. So here we are getting both the links. Okay, so if I click here, you can see that we are having a 404 page because this page has not been created. Okay, if I go back, click here, again same thing. So we need to create a page for this product. Okay, so let's go back to the project, and we will create a new file. And inside the pages folder, we will create a new file. Okay, so right click new, and we will name the file as curly braces Shopify product dot handle. This will be a dynamic part. Okay, curly braces dot js. So let me make it bigger. So as you can see, this page name is curly braces Shopify product dot handle, and we need to close this curly braces dot js. Okay, because this will we will be doing it dynamically. And here we will create a page. So inside this page, we will write import React from React and const product page. That is going to be an arrow function. And here we will return h2 tag. And inside this, we will write for now product page. Okay. And we need to export this. So export default product page. Let me save this. And if I go back to the main page and if I refresh, now if I click on this page, you can see we are getting this page. Okay. So again, if I go back, this is going to be a product page, okay, which will be handled dynamically. So let's go back to our project. So as we did it this way, Gatsby will pass in the ID of the page as well as the handle because we requested here, okay, and we will get here page context. So here I'll write page context, and here inside this I'll return that page context. So page context dot handle. Okay, let me save this, and if I go back to the browser, if I click here, so as you can see, this is the handle, means this is the slug we are getting. If I click here, this was the handle for that page. Okay, so let's go back. So now let's go back to the project, and inside here we will inside this detail page, let's query some more data and display the product. Okay, so first of all, we need to import GraphQL. So import GraphQL from Gatsby, and then we will export the query. So here I'll write export const query, and here we need a GraphQL helper. So GraphQL backtick key, and here we will call query, and inside the parentheses we will have handle, and that is going to be string. And inside this curly braces, we will query our Shopify product. So Shopify product, and inside this parentheses we will call handle, that is going to be equal to dollar handle. Okay, so this will be equal to handle parameter that I pass in now. Now we will get the title of the product. So here we need to close the parentheses. Okay, and now we can get the title. So here we can have title, then we want handle, so handle, then we want description HTML. Okay, then we need price range. So inside this price range we will have the max variant and minimum variant. So this will be an object, and here we can have max variant price, that is going to have amount and currency code. Okay, so currency code, and we also need min variant. So let me copy this and I'll paste it here, and instead of max I'll write min variant price, and these two things are extra, so I'll just remove it. Okay, and here we need Shopify ID as well, so Shopify ID. Okay, and then we need the image. Okay, so here after this price range, okay, so this is the price range object. And after this I also need images, so images, and that is going to be original src. Okay, let me save this. So now everything is fine. This is the closing tag for this. This is the main closing tag. Okay, so now we are okay with that. Let me save this. So once this query is executed, it will pass as a data object. Okay, so here I will need to write data, and now we can render our data. So let's do that. So let me remove this entire h2, and here I'll return. Okay, so before return we need curly braces, then return. What are we going to return? We are going to return a div, and inside the div we will have an h2 tag, and here we need title. So data dot Shopify product. So let me copy this, paste it here, dot title. Okay, so this is the title, right? Let me save this and let's check it in the browser. Okay, we are getting some issue during the build process. Handle Shopify dot handle. Let me check. Handle is not defined. Okay. Okay. So let's first render all the things and then we can see if there is an issue. So then we have a div, and inside this div we will have an image. So img src, and that is going to be data dot again Shopify product. Sorry, data dot Shopify product dot images, and this is an array of images. So 0 dot original src. Okay, let's close this. Okay, here we have missed the closing tag. Okay, so this should be image tag. Okay, so that was a mistake, and we also need alt tag. So for alt tag, I'll just copy this title. Okay, and I'll paste it here. Let's save this. What else we need? So we need the description. Okay, so after this div we will have a description. So here we can add a description. So div, and then we need dangerously set inner html. So let's click on this. That is equal to curly braces underscore html, and that is going to be data dot Shopify product dot description. Okay, this will be data dot Shopify product, and let me close this div. Okay, so now this is fine, and then we can have the amount. So span, and inside the span we will have data dot Shopify product dot price range dot max variant. So max variant, so I'll just copy it from here, max variant, and then we have the currency code. So dot currency code, let me close this, and after this currency code we will have the amount. So space and then paste it here, and here we will have the amount. So let me copy this and paste it here. Let me save this, and let's go and check. Are we still getting the error? Okay, so we are still getting the error. Shopify product dot handle failed to compile. Okay, so here there is an extra curly braces. We don't require this. Let me save this. Okay, and let's go back. So here, as you can see, we are able to see the list, and if I click here, so we are getting the image, and if I go back and if I click here, so we are getting this image, but here I see that this is object. Okay, let's go back. Where is the description? Okay, let me copy this, and this will be uh, dot description html. Let's save this and go back. So now as you can see we are getting the description. If I click here, this is the description, this is the amount in INR, and this is the currency code, and this is the amount. Okay, and if I click here, so the image is looking also fine. So we have successfully rendered the data from GraphQL query, and we have rendered it. Okay, this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.